know if you know this, but I auditioned when they gave New York her show.
Oh, did you?
I auditioned for it and got it and turned it down.
Did you?
I did.
Okay, so do you regret turning it down?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Cause and this is how either naive or dumb or smart I am, right?
One of the three. One of the three.
So I inboxed. This is when MySpace, I think, was popping, or Facebook. It was one of those two.
Cause when we first got to LA, it was MySpace, but Facebook was in there too.
So it may have been MySpace then.
Okay.
I inboxed somebody who had a Steve Harvey profile,
Okay.
and I asked him. I said, "Hey, I'm doing stand up. Should I get on this show to get some national attention, or should I just stick to stand up and keep grinding?"
Yeah.
He was like, "Keep grinding. Don't take the TV until you ready."
Until you ready. Yeah.
And I turned it down. And Pookie was like, "Nigga, no, go on there." Pookie was like, "Yeah, go on there."
Pookie was so dope during that time. He was so supportive of me and my career at that time. Like, for real, yeah. Shout out to Pookie.
Pookie told me to go on there, and sometimes I'd be like, I should have went on there. Cause to me, he was just like, just go in there, have fun, and just like,
that's all you gotta
you know
do.
what I'm saying? Just get your name out. And I was like, dang, I should have, but I don't know.
You know, I feel exactly the same way. Being a person who did go and said yes and went on those shows, I feel the same way. At times, I feel like, man, I'm glad I did because I'm known. But at the same time, I feel like, I wish I had just waited and been more ready. Because like I said, I had just started stand-up comedy, and then you get known, and people are wanting to put you into these places, but you're not ready.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's like I just had to keep grinding. And I remember one night Michael Collier was just like, I got done the Savoy, and he was just like, yeah, Goldie, you need to be more funny. Like, you need to be funny. And I was just like, I'm trying, Michael Collier. I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to get there. You know what I mean? But you know, it takes years. It takes years to get it right.
Yes, to establish like a good act, it takes at least 10 years.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the stuff you was doing back in the day, you wouldn't even touch that material now.
At all.
all.
Sometimes I think about the old jokes. I be like, why was I even
saying that?
Why was I even
talking about that on stage? What was wrong with me? Because you just, you know, and that's really kind of how I ended up getting into that little skirmish with Monique, because I was in Atlanta performing at the Uptown. Sydney was there that night. And I'm just up, really just kind of jonesing on some of the girls that were on the show with me. And then I just threw her in the mix. Like, you know, I'm just, you roasting people.
Yeah.
Right? And, somebody called her and said, I'm on stage talking about her. And I'm like, wait, no, it won't like that. Like, and it really wasn't like that. I was just up, just doing some material.
Just trying to
figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I did a whole show with her. I'm talking about Flavor Flav, but I haven't said anything about Charm School. So, like, let me try some Charm School stuff. And, throwing that out there. And it just got misconstrued.
But here's the good and the bad thing about that little skirmish with Monique. Because you on the list of people like Oprah Winfrey, D.L. Hewley, Steve Harvey, Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry.
And, yeah.
You on that list of people who got into a little skirmish with Monique.
Yeah.
And Courtney Jackson. you in that list of people.
Right. You know what I mean?
Did Monique ever come in and talk to you, or
she
just
called me?
She called you?
She called me.
What'd she say?
Did. She called me. She said, what did you say in Atlanta? And I was just like, and I'm really not even thinking. I'm like, Atlanta? I said, well, we was just in Atlanta. And then she said, no, what did you say at the club? And I go, yeah, well, I mean, I got the high-pitched voice, everything. And I'm thinking well, I was doing some material about Charm School, and I did a joke about you, and then she was like, what was the joke? And I'm like, and it really wasn't even a joke. I was really just jonesing and, you know what I mean, and just saying some stuff. And then she was just like, well, comedians don't talk about other comedians on stage. And, that's not what we do. And I was just like, okay. But I wasn't it wasn't nothing malicious. I wasn't trying to come for you for real. I'm just trying to figure out some funny on stage type thing. Yeah, but she really took it personal. And it really broke my heart because I didn't want that to have happened with somebody like a Monique. Like, no, my bad.
Yeah. And she didn't like try to coach you through that, or she was just like,
Nah.
she was like, "Motherfucker, don't talk about me on stage."
It was that. They was like that, yeah. Because, she was just like, I don't feel comfortable with you anymore. I was like,
what you mean? What you mean comfortable? What you mean? Because was she touring with you, or you touring with her?
That was kind of on the table. Like, that was being discussed. Like, she was gonna take me on the road or whatever and do some dates, but we never did. We never did any dates or nothing like that
because of that Atlanta situation.
I don't think that it was just because of that. I just think it may have been a "you're not ready" kind of thing. At that time. So I don't know.
How do you get ready without the stage time?
Without the stage time to try the material that you want to see if it's going to work or if it don't. You know what I mean? So.
Did she even allow you to really explain, or did you even really explain look, I wasn't trying to go
I did. Nah. I went hard. I did. I went hard on that phone because I was like, no, I want you to get, I really wasn't trying to come for you in that kind of way. I'm really just trying to find some funny in what we did on this show. And so I can talk about it on stage, you know what I mean? And, but, I don't know. You know what I mean? I guess just when you're in a position like that, because I really respect her a ton. I think she's had a dope career. But, I just think when you're in that position, so many people come for you that it's like, she's like, oh, and you're one more? Oh, you're going to be one more person to come? Like, nah, I'm just kind of thing. So what can you do? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in God. You know what I mean? And God is where my blessings come from. So I can't really get too worked up into that didn't work or that didn't happen. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I got another blessing coming. Like, God gonna do something else. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I ain't tripping.